طيب بسم الله والحمد لله ونصلي ونسلم على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن والاه أما بعد. نبدأ الدرس الرابع. So yesterday we completed الدرس الثالث. So yesterday we covered الحروف القمرية and الحروف الشمسية. So we mentioned that الحروف القمرية, that when we read these letters which are الحروف القمرية and we attach alif and lam, meaning the, to these letters or to these words or to these letters, then we pronounce the alif and the lam and then the letter, like al-abu, al-babu, al-jannah, and so forth. And al-huruf al-shamsiyah, that when we add the alif and the lam to any of these letters, then we don't pronounce the lam, we just pronounce the alif and we read straight through it, and these letters would have a shadda. So we'd say at-tajiru, al-thawbu, ad-diku, all the way to the end. طيب نبدأ الدرس الرابع. So الدرس الرابع نقول البيت في البيت، المسجد في المسجد، المكتب على المكتب، السرير على السرير. So we say البيت في البيت، المسجد في المسجد، المكتب على المكتب، السرير على السرير. Okay. So what you should have noticed is that we mentioned is that all, generally the nouns, that they end with a dhamma. And this one has one dhamma because of the alif and the lam. What you should have noticed now is when we say fi al-bayt, that it changes from a dhamma to a kasra. So we don't say fil baytu, we say fil bayti. Why? Because of this word here. And this word is a preposition in the Arabic language, and it just literally just means in. So al-baytu, meaning the house. So when we say fil bayti, now it means in the house. Al-masjidu, the mosque. When we say fi, we say fil masjidi. So it doesn't end with a dhamma now, it ends with a kasra. Why? Because of this word, the preposition fi, which means in. So, as we mentioned, in the previous lessons that generally nouns, that their origin is that they always end with two dhammas. This only has one dhamma. Why? Because we added alif and lam to this word. So there's always a reason why the words or the nouns change from being two dhammas, one dhamma, a kasra, or a fatha. There's always has to be a reason. So this one, al-baytu, it has one dhamma. Why? Because of alif and lam. So if you used to see a word, let's say for example, al-famu, which we studied, al-famu, which means the mouth. If you saw it written like this, al-famun, you would know straight away that this is an error, because no noun in the Arabic language can end with two dhammas if it has alif and lam. So it has to be al-famu, al-baytu. When we say fil bayti, fil masjidi, then it takes away this dhamma and it makes it take a kasra. And the same with this one, al-baytu, the desk, and we have ala al-bayti. So this is obviously another preposition, and it means, just literally means on. Just literally means on. So we say ala al-maktabi. So why does this word end with a kasra? Because ala has come before it, and it changes it from being a dhamma to a kasra. Ala al-maktabi. The same here, as-sariru, the bed, ala as-sariri. So it changes from a dhamma to a kasra. Why? Because of ala. So when we see these two words, fi and ala, and they come before a word, then you should know at the end of that word, generally it will have a kasra. Okay, so then we have, let's say for example, we have the word, very bad, right? So I didn't get my stylus working again, so software issues. Okay, so we have the word baytun. Baytun. So if I was to put, so baytun just means baytun just means a house, because it doesn't have alif and lam. So it just means a house. So when we add the word fi, the preposition fi, which means in, okay, so because it has two dhammas, fi will change it to two kasras. So we would say fi baytin, which means in a house. So if someone was to say, like, Aina kunta, where have you been? You would say, fi baytin, I've been in a house. If you didn't want to specify which house you were at, fi baytin. Aina sallayta, where did you pray? Fi masjidin, I prayed in a mosque, if you didn't want to specify which mosque it was. So the point being that whatever is here, if there's two dhammas here and a preposition comes before it, then it will change it from two dhammas to two kasras. If there is one dhamma, for any reason, like it has an alif and lam, it will change from one dhamma to one kasra. Jaid, I hope that's clear. So the rule we're learning in Ad-Dars al-Rabi' are huruf al-jar. We'll get to that in a minute. So they are letters. They're called al-huruf al-jar. The letters which pull, meaning, because huruf means letters, as we studied yesterday. Al-jar means literally to pull something. But what it means is that wherever we find these huruf, like fi, ala, they will always drag with them a kasra. Or bring, yeah. So when we see fi and ala before the word, before the noun, it will take a kasra and not a fatha. There are exceptions, but when we get to that, we'll get to that. So if I could have Ismail, if you want to ask the questions, and then let's have Lou Jane, if you ask the questions, and then we'll have Ismail answering them over this side. So Lou Jane reads this side one at a time, and then Ismail will answer them by reading these. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Abu Yusha. And Ismail. Okay, Bismillah.
أين محمد؟
هو في الغرفة.
هو في الغرفة. نعم.
وأين ياسر؟
هو في الحمام.
أين ياسر؟ هو في الحمام. جيد.
وأين آمنة؟ Is that correct?
نعم. وأين آمنة؟ Yes, Ismail. I think he had an intrusion into the room and he's trying to get rid of them. Ismail. Okay, I'll read till he comes back. وإن آمنة هي في المطبخ.
أين الكتاب؟
أين الكتاب؟ هو على المكتب.
وأين وأين الساعة؟ وأين الساعة؟
وأين الساعة؟ نعم. هي على السرير. Jade. So we have conversation, we have questions here, and then we put their answers over here. So we have أين محمد? أين محمد? So أين means, literally just means where. So where. So أين محمد? Where is Muhammad? هو. So هو means he. He is he. So هو في الغرفة. So هو means he is. في, as we just done, في means in. الغرفة, which means the room. So he's in the room. So غرفة means room. نعم. هو في الغرفة. So as we know, it has a kasra because of the preposition. وأين ياسر? And where is ياسر? هو, again, هو, he is في, in الحمام. He's in the bathroom. Or bathroom or toilet now. So الحمام is bathroom or toilet. هو في الحمام. So it has a kasra. Why? Because of في. وأين آمنة? And where is آمنة? So now it is here. Here. So here means, as we know, she. So we have huwa for he, and we have here for she. So here fil matbakhi. Okay, here fil matbakhi. So this is the matbakh, this picture. Here fil matbakhi. She's in the kitchen. وأين أين الكتاب؟ هو على المكتب. Okay, where is the book? So now we have huwa again. So obviously, because book is an object, it's not a human, we wouldn't say he is on the table or he's on the desk. So it translates as it. It just translates as it. So we just say huwa ala al-maktabi. It is on the desk. Wa ayna as-sa'atu? And where is the watch? So sa'a. Sa'a literally means clock, watch, or it means hour. So, as you know, in the hadith, when the Bedouin came to the Prophet, he says, Mata sa'atu. Mata, he asks, when is the hour? Referring to the day of judgment. In the Quran, when Allah mentions the sa'a, it means the day of judgment, where it says, Inna sa'ata atiyatun. Indeed, the hour is approaching. So here, ala sariri. So aina sa'atu, where is the watch or the clock? Here, ala sariri. So it is ala on as-sariri. It is on the bed. Jade. So here, we've just learned huwa and hiya. So huwa means he, or it can mean, if it's an object, it means it. So if we say أين القلم هو على الكتاب, it is on the book. أين الساعة هي على المكتب. Okay, and here meaning obviously it or she. Okay, so what we've learned also is we have words in the Arabic language which are mudhakkarun. If you want to write this, it's called mudhakkar, which means masculine. And we have words which are, we call them, that's it, mu'annathun. So we have a shadda there. Do that a bit better. So we have words which are mudhakkar and we have words which are mu'annath. So mudhakkar would be masculine, mu'annath would be feminine. Jade. So we, in the Arabic language, like a lot of other languages, I think French and others, that they have words which are masculine and they have words which are feminine. And like in Arabic, the way you speak to a man is not the way you speak to a woman in the language you have when you use the verbs. And other than the verbs, you have a masculine form and you have a feminine form. But when we're talking about nouns, how do we tell if a noun, a word, how do we tell it if a word is masculine or if a word is feminine? Then generally we have the words which end with a ta marbuta, like this, a ta at the end, then they are feminine words. That's just the general rule. So when you see a noun and it ends with a ta, straight away you would recognize, for example, this one, as-sa'atu, as-sa'atu. We would recognize straight away, oh, that must be a feminine, that must be mu'annath, because it ends with a ta. Like most women's names end with a ta. Aminatu, Aishatu, Khadijatu, and other than that. So they end with a ta. That is the general rule. So when we see words that end with a ta, like here, al-ghurfati. So al-ghurfa would be a word which is mu'annath, feminine. Muhammad, mudhakkar. Yasir would be mudhakkar. Amina, mu'annath. الكتاب, that would be mudhakkar. الساعة, mu'annath. And you would go down the list and you would see any word that has a ta, ends with a ta marbuta. So a ta al-marbuta literally means, so we have ta, which means the letter ta. Al-marbuta means like connected. So when the ta is connected, then it's usually a feminine word. But we do have other words which do end with a ta. Let's say, for example, or names. Let's say, for example, we have the name Hamzatu. Hamza. Okay, so Hamza ends with a ta. It ends with a ta. So is Hamza, is it a masculine word or is it a feminine word? We say هو علم مؤنث للمسمى المذكر. We say it is a feminine word, but it can only be named for a man, for a male. So if the construction of the word, we look at it, we would say, oh, this is feminine because it ends with a ta. So it is generally a feminine word, but it can only be named for a man. So we have like Hamzatu, we have Hamza, we have the word Talha, the name Talhatu, then we have Muawiyah, and other than that. Okay, so these are like exceptions. We won't go too far into it. So all we want you to understand now is that generally when you see a word that ends with a ta, just like this, then it is a feminine word. So we would refer to it as a feminine. We would say, we wouldn't say huwa, we would say hiya. So we use huwa for masculine, for mudhakkar, and we use hiya, she or it, for feminine. Then you do have, for example, you have lots and lots of feminine words which do not end with a ta. Okay, does anybody know how would we recognize a feminine word? If you don't know the language, how would you recognize if a word is feminine or masculine if it doesn't end with a ta? Anybody? You can write it in the chat. Maybe by the meaning. Sometimes, yes. So he's right in a sense. So, for example, if we had a name, like for example, Maryam, doesn't end with a ta, Maryam, but we know Maryam is a feminine name, and you can't name a man with the name Maryam. Okay, but we know it's feminine. So we'd say, so if we would say, Aina Maryamu, we would say, Hiya fil bayti, for example. Okay, how do you know if it is in the house or in my house? Oh, that's something different. We'll get to that soon, inshallah. Okay, Abdul Qayyum overslept. Just, okay, oh, sorry, that was private. Everyone can see my screen anyway. Abdul Qayyum, sorry. Okay, generally, the answer is, how would we tell if a noun is masculine or feminine if it doesn't end with a ta? The answer is بالتعلم. بالتعلم, by studying or by being taught. There is no secret method for it. So, for example, we have the word, here we have the word narun. Narun, as you all know, that narun means fire. So narun means fire. And narun is a feminine noun. It's feminine. We refer to it as hiya. Okay, and other words like, for example, we have the word shamsun. We learned shams with al-qamaru. We will learn the word shams. Al-qamar is masculine, but the word shams is feminine. It's mudhakkar. Okay, and there is no reason why al-qamar is masculine and ash-shams is feminine. It's not because the sun is brighter, so therefore it must be feminine. No. And in that regard, there is, we say, لا التذكير فخر للهلال لا التذكير فخر للهلال ولا التأنيث عيب للشمس. So in that regard, there is a poem which says, just because the moon is masculine, it's nothing for him to brag about. And just because the shams, the sun, is feminine, it's nothing to be ashamed about, or it's not a fault or a defect just because it's feminine. So the main points we're talking about is these two words here, these harfa al-jar, these two prepositions, fi, ala. when you see them come before a word, when they come before a noun, they will make the noun take a kasra. If the word has alif and lam, it will take one kasra. If the word doesn't have alif and lam and it has two dhammas, then it will change them from two dhammas to two kasras. So fi means in and ala means on. And then we have huwa, it means he or it. So when it's he, we're talking about a human. It, we're talking about an object. And hiya is feminine, mu'annath, and it refers to she or it. And how do we tell a masculine word from a feminine word? Generally, when we see the ta al-marbutah, then we know that the word is feminine. طيب, tamarin. We'll go to the exercises. تمارين, exercises. So التمرين أجب عن الأسئلة الآتية. So أجب means it's an order, it's a verb and it's an order. أجب means answer. عن الأسئلة الآتية. What you should recognize here as well is this word عن. It has just changed. See, these two words now have a kasra at the end. So that would mean that an is also a preposition because it's just changed the words from a dhamma to a kasra. So if you would have noticed, ajib anil as'ilati al-atiyati. So this is another preposition. And it has many meanings. So it can mean about, it can mean from. So here in the Arabic language, it makes sense, but translating it, we can say answer about or answer from. So we would just say answer the following. So atiya means following. As'ila is the plural of su'al, question. So answer the following questions. Okay, so for example, an, it generally means about. And sometimes we, for example, so we have the word an, it means about. This is just another lesson. You do this in book 2. Plus, we say za'id ma. Okay, so an means about, plus, and then we have the ma. Anyone remember what the ma means? It means what. We can join the two together and they become this. Amma. And you should be familiar with the term juz amma. We would say, have you memorized juz amma? As this is what it refers to, because Surah Naba starts with amma yatasa'alun. So amma, when we put the two together, it means about, and in a question, what? So it's amma, about what? Amma yatasa'alun, what are they asking each other about? Amma yatasa'alun. That's something else. But what we're just saying is that, pointed out, is that an is also a preposition. So we've done fi, ala, and now we've done an. Don't worry about this because this is not part of the lesson, but if you understand it, you understand it. طيب, so just get someone else chat or participants. Okay, I've just unmuted just a few people today. Yesterday it got a bit messy because people were leaving their mics on and such, so I just wanted to run a lot smoother today. So I'm just selecting just a few people. So please don't take offense, anybody. Okay, so we have Lou Jane. أين الكتاب? So we're gonna answer from this text. So we have a look at this text and it's asking you أين الكتاب? Muted again. Okay, let's have a look.
Okay. أين كتابه? So I should answer. في السرير.
Okay, sorry. لا, أين الكتاب? So you're answering from this text.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So أين الكتاب?
هو على المكتب.
نعم. So هو على المكتب. So we'd say هو على المكتب. Should be a thing here. هو على المكتب. نعم. هو على المكتب. أين الكتاب? It is on the desk. أين الكتاب؟ هو على المكتب. So we have Abdul Qayyum. Can you use your mic unmuted? Okay. You see, I unmuted everybody and okay, unmute. We have Abu Yusha. We have Jade. So let's have Abdul Qayyum. أين محمد؟
هو في الغرفة.
نعم. So the answer would be أين محمد؟ هو في الغرفة. So all you have to do is write that sentence here. أين محمد؟ هو في الغرفة. جميل. إسماعيل. أين الساعة؟
هو على السرير.
هو على السرير. No. أين الساعة؟
هي على السرير.
هي. نعم, because it's feminine. So هي على السرير. هي على. So we write على السرير. هي على السرير. على السرير. نعم. لوجين.
Yes.
أين ياسر؟
هو في الحمام.
So أين ياسر؟ look. أين ياسر؟ هو في الحمام. هو في الحمام. نعم. عبد القيوم. أين آمنة؟
هي هي في المطبخ.
نعم. أين آمنة؟ هي في المطبخ. هي في المطبخ. So, إسماعيل. آمنة في الغرفة. If you look here, آمنة. If you remember what this means, means is. If you remember from the الدرس الأول, the first lesson, is. So آمنة في الغرفة. Is آمنة في الغرفة, in the room?
لا, هي في المطبخ.
So the answer would be نعم. So we would say, so here we would say لا. We would say لا هي, and then we would write the rest في المطبخ. So we say لا هي في المطبخ. طيب. لوجين. أياسر في المطبخ؟ أياسر في المطبخ. Is ياسر في المطبخ؟
لا. هو في الحمام.
So it would be لا. Again, so we would say لا, and then we would say هو. لا هو في الحمام. لا هو في الحمام. عبد القيوم. من في الغرفة؟ من في الغرفة. If you remember, من means what?
نعم.
Man means who.
محمد في الغرفة.
نعم. So من في الغرفة, we look up the top. هو في الغرفة محمد. So we would say من في الغرفة, who's in the room? So we'd say محمد. محمد, and then we write في الغرفة. We say من في المسجد, من في البيت, who's in the house, who's in the masjid. من في الغرفة محمد في الغرفة. إسماعيل, ومن في الحمام. ومن في الحمام.
ياسر في الحمام.
نعم. So we would say, right, ياسر. So someone has a lot of feedback on their mic. نعم. ياسر في الحمام. من في الحمام, who's in the bathroom? ياسر في الحمام. Eugene. Ismail, you just mute yourself for a minute. نعم. ماذا على المكتب? Eugene.
آمنة.
لا, ماذا. So ماذا means, if you remember, what. So ماذا على المكتب. If we're asking about a person, we would say من على المكتب, who is on the table or the desk. So ماذا على المكتب.
الكتاب.
الكتاب
على مكتبي.
على المكتب. So we would say الكتاب. Oops. الكتاب. الكتاب على المكتب. That says الكتاب somehow. This is the كاف تا. Okay. الكتاب على المكتب. نعم. عبد القيوم, ماذا على السرير.
الساعة على السرير.
نعم. So we say الساعة على السرير. So we just write الساعة. الساعة على السرير. So we say الساعة على السرير. الساعة. Okay, when we write the scene, you know, the scene can be written in a few ways. Like generally we see it like that, or sometimes people just write it like that without the like curves or the wavy lines. So if it was to write as-sa'a, I could just write it like that. And then people would see that line and it would automatically assume that that was a scene. And you can write the sheen the same, but just write the 3 dots. Or sometimes people write the 3 dots in that way, just to show that there is 3 dots. And the same with the tha. Instead of writing the 3 dots, sometimes they just write it like that. Or if they write the ta, sometimes instead of writing the 2 dots, they just draw a line like that. That's just a side point. طيب, so we have أين الكتاب هو على المكتب. أين محمد هو في الغرفة. أين الساعة هي على السرير. أين ياسر هو في الحمام. أين آمنة هي في المطبخ. آمنة في الغرفة. Is آمنة in the room? لا, هي في المطبخ. ياسر في المطبخ. Say لا, هو في الحمام. نعم, هو في الحمام. من في الغرفة. So say who's in the room. محمد في الغرفة. We could say Muhammad. But it's permissible to just answer by saying Muhammad, as you would in English. So ومن في الحمام. ياسر في الحمام. ماذا على المكتب. الكتاب على المكتب. ماذا على السرير. الساعة على السرير. جميل. التمرين الثاني. اقرأ واكتب مع ضبط أواخر الكلمات. So it's read and write by pronouncing the endings of the words correctly. So if you got your pencil to hand, so the intent of this exercise, the author wants to know, are you going to pronounce the end of the word with a fatha or with a dhamma or with a kasra? So let's have Ismail first one. Ismail, are you there? No, let's go to Lujain. Lujain.
المدرس.
La.
No.
La. What about this word? This letter?
تاء مربوطة. المدرس التاء.
لا لا لا.
المدرسة.
لا, let me help you.
المدرسة.
Al-mad. Sorry. So we have. No. So we had al-mad. It's the same spelling, but it's a different word. So we have al-madrasatu. Al-madrasatu. So why did you pronounce it just with one dhamma, Lujain?
Because of the alif lam.
Because of the alif and lam. Al-madrasatu. ما معنى المدرسة?
The school.
The school. نعم. So عبد القيوم.
في المدرسة.
في المدرسة. نعم. في المدرسة. So why did you pronounce the word with a kasra?
Because of في.
Because of في حرف جر, preposition. Well done. Lujain.
في البيت.
في البيت. في البيت. ما معنى في البيت؟
in the house.
In the house. نعم. عبد القيوم.
البيت.
البيت. ما معنى البيت؟
The house.
نعم. Lujain.
الغرفة.
الغرفة. الغرفة. ما معنى الغرفة؟
The room.
The room. القيوم.
الحمام.
الحمام. نعم. الحمام. ما معنى الحمام؟
The bathroom.
The bathroom. طيب. Lujain. Next one.
في المطبخ.
في المطبخ. You sure it's not في المطبخ?
Yes, because there's a fee.
Are you sure?
Yes.
100%?
150.
نعم. جيد. Just trying to throw you off by writing a dhamma. نعم. So it's في المطبخ. في المطبخ. So that is it. The way he read it and the reason why he read it is exactly the how all of you should be. If it has fi, then it should have a kasra. So even if you were reading a book and it says fil matbakhu, then you would know, hang on, that's a printing error in the book. It can't be right because it has fi. And you'll see, because there are a few errors in this book. In the book which was printed in the 90s, and even the books which are printed 20 years after, there are still the same errors in the book for some reason. So fil matbakhi, I'll highlight them when we come to it. Fil matbakhi. Abdul Qayyum.
المكتبي.
المكتبي. المكتب. نعم. ما معنى المكتب؟
The desk.
The desk. نعم. مكتب also means office as well. المكتب. Lujain.
على المكتب.
على المكتب. على المكتب. ما معنى على المكتب؟
On my desk. Sorry, on the desk.
On the desk. نعم. على الكرسي. On the desk. لا. على الكرسي.
Chair.
On the chair. نعم. على الكرسي. On the chair. نعم. عبد القيوم.
السرير عفوا السرير
السرير السرير نعم. So the bed and Lujain
على الكتاب.
على الكتاب نعم. ما معنى على الكتاب؟
On the book.
On the book. And عبد القيوم the last one
في المسجد
في المسجد نعم في المسجد. So we have مرة أخرى المدرسة في المدرسة في البيت البيت الغرفة الحمام في المطبخ المكتب على المكتب على الكرسي السرير على الكتاب في المسجد. جميل. طيب اقرأ واكتب. As you know by now, اقرأ واكتب, read and write. So we just have, yeah, so we're only going to do to the end of that part. اقرأ واكتب, read and write. So عندنا 10 جمل. 10 sentences. Let's have a look at participants. So جيد. So إسماعيل اقرأ الجملة الأولى.
الطالب في الجامعة.
الطالب في الجامعة. So we'd say الطالب في الجامعة. ما معنى الجملة؟
The student is in the university.
نعم. So الجامعة means university. So uni. So مدرسة means school. الجامعة university. الطالب في الجامعة. نعم. عبد القيوم.
الرجل في المسجد.
Is that Abdul Qayyum or a different person?
الرجل في المسجد. عفوا أبو سوترو.
No problem. الرجل في المسجد. الرجل في المسجد. ما معنى الرجل في المسجد؟
The man in the masjid.
The man is in the masjid. نعم. So the man is in the mosque. الرجل في المسجد. لجين.
أين التاجر؟
أين التاجر؟
أين التاجر؟ هو في الدكان.
نعم. أين التاجر؟ هو في الدكان. أين التاجر؟ هو في الدكان. نعم. ما معنى الجملة؟
Where's the merchant?
Yeah. So where's the merchant? The businessman. هو في الدكان.
He's in the shop.
So he. نعم. هو. He's in the shop. We've done الدكان last lesson. هو في الدكان. إسماعيل.
القلم على المكتب.
القلم. So you read it. القلم على المكتب. القلم على المكتب. نعم. معنى الجملة؟
The pen is on the desk.
The pen is on the desk. نعم. عبد القيوم. If you have a
أين زينب؟
نعم. أين
هي
زينب؟
في الغرفة.
نعم. So أين زينب؟ هي في الغرفة. أين زينب؟ هي في الغرفة. نعم. ما معنى الجملة؟
Where is Zainab? She is in the room.
نعم. She's in the room. أين زينب؟ هي في الغرفة. نعم. If you have kids, you can practice it. Like أين آدم؟ هو في الحمام. أين خديجة؟ هي في الغرفة. طيب إسماعيل.
أين الورق؟ هو على المكتب.
نعم. أين الورق؟ هو على المكتب. نعم. So أين الورق إسماعيل؟
Where's the paper?
Where's the paper? هو على المكتب.
It's on the desk.
It's on the desk. نعم. طيب. دوجين.
أين المدرس؟ هو في الفصل.
نعم. أين المدرس؟ هو في الفصل. نعم. ما معنى الجملة؟
Where's the teacher? He is in the فصل. I don't know what that is.
Where do you normally find a teacher?
In the classroom.
In the madhouse. نعم. هو في الفصل. هو في الفصل. In the classroom. So فصل means classroom. أين المدرس؟ هو في الفصل. He's in the classroom. نعم. So عبد القيوم.
أين ياسر؟ هو في المرحاض.
Okay. So عبد القيوم said أين ياسر? Is that correct?
No.
It should be ضمتان. Two ضمس. أين ياسر؟ نعم.
No
هو نعم. هو في المرحاض. نعم. So where is ياسر? هو في المرحاض. Where is ياسر? هو في المرحاض. عبد القيوم.
Where is Yasir? He is in the toilet.
نعم. So مرحاض means toilet. حمام, bathroom or toilet. But مرحاض just generally means toilet. And like the word خلا as well. إسماعيل.
الشمس والقمر في السماء.
نعم. جيد. الشمس والقمر في السماء. الشمس والقمر في السماء. ما معنى الجملة؟
The sun and the moon are in the sky.
نعم. The sun and the moon are in the sky. نعم. ممتاز. الشمس والقمر في السماء. نعم. لوجين.
من في الفصل.
نعم. So it's من في الفصل. ما معنى الجملة؟
Who is in the classroom?
Who's in the classroom. جيد. طيب. So we have الطالب في الجامعة. The students in the university. الرجل في المسجد. The man's in the mosque. أين التاجر? Where's the trader? Businessman. هو في الدكان. He's in the shop. القلم على المكتب. The pen is on the desk. أين زينب? Where is Zainab? هي في الغرفة. She's in the room. أين الورق? Where is the paper? هو على المكتب. It is on the desk. And we have أين المدرس? Where's the teacher? هو في الفصل. He's in the classroom. أين ياسر? Where is ياسر? هو في المرحاض. He's in the toilet. Turn your mic off, whoever's making that noise. الشمس والقمر في السماء. So the sun and the moon are in the sky. So السماء means sky. نعم. من في الفصل? Who's in the classroom. جيد. ممتاز. طيب. Can we have Lou Jane, if you want to read all of these names going down.
محمد.
محمد.
خالد.
خالد.
حامد.
حامد.
ياسر.
ياسر.
عمار.
عمار. إسماعيل, turn your mic off.
سعيد
سعيد
علي
علي
عباس
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 نعم عباس محمد خالد حامد ياسر عمار سعيد علي عباس. طيب عبد القيوم. عبد القيوم not there. Okay, Eugene.
عامنة
آمنة
زينب
زينب
فاطمة
فاطمة
مريم
مريم
عائشة
عائشة
خديجة
خديجة
صفية
صفية. So آمنة زينب فاطمة مريم عائشة خديجة صفية رقية. Okay, so what you should have noticed is that the masculine or the male names all end with 2 dhammas, and the feminine names just end with 1 dhamma. And that's a general rule, is that the masculine names, they all end with 2 dhammas. There's no special reason why. And there was no reason why I highlighted them blue and pink, by the way. Okay, so Aminatu, Zainabu, that the feminine names, they all end with 1 dhamma. Now, so واضح جيد. So we'll go to the exercise. So we have اقرأ واكتب مع ضبط أواخر الكلمات. So read and write by pronouncing the ends of the words correctly. So the exercise is that you take a pencil, and as you read them, you either write 2 dhammas or you write 1 dhamma. 2 dhammas if the name is mudhakkar, if it's masculine. 1 dhamma if it's mu'annath. So let's have a look. Okay, I'll mute him. Jade. So let's go to Abdul Qayyum, the first one.
Hamidun.
Hamidun. So we have 2 dhammas. Ismail.
زينب
Zainabu. Dhamma wahida. Lujain.
آمنة
Aminatu. Dhamma wahida. Abdul Qayyum.
Ammarun.
Ammarun. Dhammatan. 2 dhammas. Ismail.
سعيد
Sa'idun. Dhammatan. 2 dhammas. Lujain.
فاطمة
Fatimatu.
فاطمة
فاطمة. نعم. ضمة واحدة feminine. عبد القيوم.
Maryamu.
مريم. ضمة واحدة. إسماعيل.
علي
علي. ضمتان. لجين.
خالد
خالد. ضمتان. عبد القيوم.
Abbasun.
عباس. ضمتان 2 dhammas. إسماعيل.
عائشة
عائشة. ضمة واحدة 1 ضمة. لجين.
محمد
محمد. ضمتان. عبد القيوم.
Safiyatu.
صفية. نعم. And then إسماعيل.
خديجة
خديجة. نعم. فنقول حامد زينب آمنة عمار سعيد فاطمة مريم علي خالد عباس عائشة محمد صفية خديجة. طيب So what we've covered in the lesson is fi and ala. They are both from huruf al-jar. They are both prepositions. Fi means in, ala means on. When they come before a noun, they change it from a dhamma to a kasra. Huwa means he or it. Hiya means she or it. And we have masculine and feminine words. We generally, how to tell if a word is masculine or feminine is to look at the end. If it generally ends with a ta marbuta, then it will be a mu'annath, it will be a feminine word. And masculine names, men's names, usually end with 2 dhammas, and women's names generally end with, or they do end with 1 dhamma. هل من سؤال? Any questions? So if you look in lesson 1, we started with هذا كتاب. This is a book. Now we're starting to construct small basic sentences. الشمس والقمر في السماء. أين? Oh, okay, we're studying أين, so where? Now, any questions? Just wait a second, somebody, they may be typing one out, I don't know. I think you can, if you can actually put your hand up. If you're a participant, you can put your hand up and you can ask a question. When you put your hand up, there's a small icon. It appears, okay, see like that. Someone will raise their hand. Ah, there we go. Okay.
Assalamu alaikum.
Salam.
I have a question. It might be a bit stupid, but I'm new to Arabic.
No problem.
And first of all, I'd just like to say thank you. You've been a great help. But you know the masculine names, the second one down,
Khalidun.
Khalidun. Yeah. I was just thinking, if I looked at it, like I could have read it as Khalidun.
Okay.
So how would I know it's a kasra? It's supposed to be a kasra.
Just by study, that's all.
Okay.
So for example, you know this word is Khalid, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know it's a kasra. So if you were to read it now in a book and it didn't have the harakat, the fatha kasra dhamma, you just assume, okay, I know this word, it's Khalid and not Khalid. Okay.
All right.
And this is it's mentioned in the Quran, you know, Khalidina fiha abada. Khalid means somebody who remains. So Khalidina fiha, when Allah speaks about they will remain there in forever, meaning either in paradise or in the fire. Okay. Khalidin, okay. But so that's generally like people always ask, is it fatha kasra dhamma? And then you teach them what it is, and then after that they will just know.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Jazakallah khair.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Anybody else? طيب نكتفي بهذا القدر وصلى الله على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين.